1. You are now live. Who wants to do this mandala thing? Thanks, Nicole. 1.
Sí. Sí.
Gracias. Who wants to do the thing with the thing? You know, the hands and the sashi and all that.
Yo.
Who's yo? Nicole?
Yes.
Oh, you're back. Somebody wants to learn some Tibetan one day. Good. Okay, let me see. I'm sharing the screen. Lista,
I'm sorry,
Nicole?
I'm sorry, what? It's 3 times?
Okay, hold on. Escúchame. This first one, you say 1 time. And then the second one, you say 3 times. The first word in this one is sashi. You just say that really loud and then everyone's supposed to join in. And then this one, you say sangye. 3 times, okay?
Sí.
Sashi means the earth, the great earth, okay? Sangye means Buddha, awakened one, all right?
Thank you, word.
So don't say I never taught you nothing. All right. Wait, where's Rivas? You better be doing something virtuous, okay? He's got to finish his homework. My sweet little karmic object, that Rivas. Okay, okay, Nicole. ¿Lista? I don't hear anything. I guess that's a yes. Okay, Nicole, you ready? Go.
Okay. Sashi bulki yukshin metrotam Riram lishin
Sange Mikse Joku Namdak Shinam Parsho
Idam Guru Ratna
Shirang Soki Choknam
Janchu Padutni Shashuchi Bhagi Shojite Sunam Ki Rola Beshi Sange Drupasho Sange Shundam Stoki Shonam La Janchu Bardu Dagni Kanshuchi Dakshi Jinshoji Pe Shunam Ki Drola Penshi Sange Sange Shartam Tsoki Shunam La Shanshu Madu Jaki Shoji Peshman Drola Peshi Shankar Pashmo.
Gracias. Okay. I'm going to teach everyone how to pronounce the prayers, okay? Because Geshe Michael doesn't like doing that sort of thing, usually, okay? I do. Okay. So listen closely. Mute your mic so I don't want to hear everyone say it, but just listen. It's Sashi Puki Jokshin Me Tok Tram. Rirab Ling Shir Nende Genpa Di. Sangye Shingdu Mikte Ulwargi. All these G's sound like ga ga ga, like in Aguila, right? Like GUI in Spanish. Drokun Namda Shingla Chu Par Shok. Okay. Iram Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. Sangye Chu Tang Tsoki Chok Namla. Jangchu Pardu Dakni Kyab Su Chi Daki Jinsok Yipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir. This is a typo. This R should be on the end of here. Sangye Drupar Shok. Okay? And you don't care what I taught you, and now can't say I didn't teach you. All right? Pronounce it however you want. Yay!
I'm sorry, where my microphone was on mute, so nobody hear me. I'm sorry.
I heard you. We all heard you.
Thank you.
Yeah, gracias. No, gracias. No, I just want to make sure everyone can pronounce it right, because maybe no one taught you and then you don't know. And then, but now we taught you. And there's a recording. You can use the recording. Okay, very good. All right, class 8. All right. Okay. Who's that? Rivas? Rivas asking the question that everyone asks every time. It says Jin Sulk in the prayer because Aldo asked me this question. Do you remember Aldo? Aldo argued with me about it as usual. Jin means to give, Sok means the rest. Jin Sok means giving and the rest, referring to the 6 perfections, which in Sanskrit are called the paramitas, and in Tibetan are called parotuchinpas. Parotuchinpa, and I put an S on the end, anglicizing it. And that's the prayer you usually say if you're going to get prostrate, or if you're doing like a mandala on your own in front of your altar or something like that. When you're going to a class, you change those words to chunyen, because ch is the dharma, like the teachings, and nyen is to listen. So you're saying, instead of, you're going to get enlightened by giving and the rest, you're saying, I'm going to get enlightened by listening to this class. So you can still say Jin Sok. I didn't want to correct Nicole because it was even more confusing. But either one's okay. But Chunyen is official before class because that's what you're saying. And if you're teaching a class, you can also say Chushe, which means, I'm going to get enlightened by teaching this class, by presenting the teachings. Oh, I didn't think Rebus was here, and I just didn't let him in class.
Thank you, Ward.
No. Don't mind me. I got attitude today. Okay. Cool. Glad you're here. Okay. When pregunta. Any more questions, Senor Rivas?
Not for now.
Okay. You're awesome. I love you. Okay. Okay. Yay. And it's nice to learn these things because it's a lineage. I mean, you can do whatever you want, honestly. But if you want to honor the lineage in that way, you have the option. Okay, so today's class is about definitions and the things they define. If you want to be super ridiculously nerdy in English, you say definitions and definiendums. Good luck translating that, Aldo. It's probably just definiendumas or something, or it might be the same word. It's Latin, so I have no idea how to say it in Spanish. I can be a total dork and check. Definiendum. Yeah, I think it's the same in Spanish actually, because it's Latin. Anyway, that just means the thing being defined, meaning if you look up water in the dictionary, water is a definiendum, and definition is something wet and clear and hydrating, right? Anyway, Geshe didn't like that word because it's too complicated, and so he just put things they define. Okay. Okay. Where's Hasso? Hasso's not here? He's got something better to do. I understand.
He went to
Logic Club.
He went to the US today.
Oh, did he go?
Yeah, he was leaving today, but I have not talked with him.
Oh, I'm glad he made it. Okay, no problem. I understand. I was just gonna try to ask him a Tibetan word and give him money. Well, basically, what is this course called? What is the Geshe course called? And what do Geshes do? They're definers, okay? So they're Senipas. I told you a couple times, but it's okay. Senipa means definer. So if you go into a debate or even a conversation with somebody, you kind of have to agree on what's your definitions, right? If you don't agree on a definition, then you're not talking about the same thing, and you need that. You need common ground. So a huge part of talking about Buddhism, especially in technical terms, I mean, most people don't usually even want to talk about things in technical ways. It's annoying because it's difficult. You have to use your mind, and many people, they don't necessarily want to. Just leave them alone. Just talk in very simple, clear ways that help them if they don't want to talk. But if you're going to do logic, you have to be clear about what you're talking about. Therefore, you need definitions. And so in Buddhism, they have a definition to definitions. So that's what this class is about. The definition of definitions and the definition of definiendums, which is the things they define. Okay? And today's class doesn't have to be long. My Tibetan friend's supposed to come, who's very good at debate. And then we're supposed to debate for you, but it's really early in the morning for him, because he likes to sleep in. So he's probably still sleeping. And then he'll wake up and be like, oops. Oh, well. So here we go. Say Tsensun. Tsensun. Yeah, you're probably saying it. I don't know. You're all muted. Tsen means definition, and tsun means the thing being defined. Okay? Tsen is short for tseni, and tsun is short for tsunja. Okay? You don't need to know that, but I'm planting Tibetan seeds in your head, and then you learn Tibetan, and then I'll get good karma, and my Tibetan will get better, and everyone's going to be happy. Yay! Yeah, so tseni is simply the definition of something. That's simple, right? For example, por ejemplo, the definition of a working thing is anything that performs a function. We've had a bunch of definitions in this class, right? Who can tell me the definition of physical thing? Wait, no, that's too much. Tell me, what's the definition of a valid perception? That's one you should know.
Fresh, unmistaken.
Cualquier cosa que sea percibida es una percepción válida.
When you perceive something in a certain state of mind.
No, Riva said it perfectly. Fresh and unerring. Has to be fresh, fresco, al fresco, and unmistaken. Sardumiluirikpa in Tibetan, okay? It's a good, if you want to learn some Tibetan, it's one that's nice to remember. It's one of the first things I memorized. Sardu means fresh, because in this school, why do they say fresh in this school?
Karma?
Que
Fresh
no es de memoria, que la ves directamente.
Yay, Berta. Perfecto. Because memory isn't considered a valid perception in this school, but in Prasangika, the middle way, it is. Okay? Okay, good. So that's one of the definitions we learned. You should know that one. You're going to need that for the final. I would say almost 99.9%, Geshe Michael. I would say about 100%. That's going to be on the final, okay? Okay, and this is class 8, meaning we're going to be done this whole course in like a couple days, okay? So you got to know all this stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, and the thing being defined in that case is a valid perception, right? Pramana. Tema. Okay. So if you talk about, so luckily I've been hanging out with these super nerds in the Mixed Nuts group for like 4 years. And I don't know how many classes we've had. We've had like 12 times like 60 or 70. That's a lot. That's like, I don't know, times 60. That's like 720 classes, right? So in all those classes, in all those hours, because that's about that many hours, Maso, we've covered a lot of this stuff in the ACI courses. Again, so we've covered this. It's called material and nominal existence. And it's not what you think, okay? Think about it. If I told you, what has more existence? Water or the definition of water?
La definición de agua.
Yes, that's true. Good job. ¿Por qué?
Porque es lo que construye las imágenes en tu mente.
Okay, someone translate that part. I heard you say mente.
because it what construct your images in your mind.
No, what? Read us, translate. Why is the definition more substantial?
Yeah, she said that because it is what construct your mind, the images in your mind.
Okay, that's cool. That's not the reason. I mean, that's the reason for everything. That's true. But that's not the reason it's considered more substantial. But you were right. The definition is considered more substantial. We'll go into why, okay? Who was that? Barbara?
Sí.
Sounded like Barbara. Okay, cool. Gracias. Okay, here we go. So say Tseyu. Tseyu. Yeah, Tse means, Tse literally, it actually just means like stuff, which sounds vague, but it just means any material. It comes from a root za, which literally means clay, right? So it's like the stuff that makes a pot is the clay. So for some reason that became how Tibetan says everything, okay? Like the material, right? Oh yeah, look, made of stuff. Okay. So Tse-yu, so this is a huge thing in Buddhism. And I think in course 15, and then the Mahamudra practice course, which I recommend you listening to if you can. It's on the knowledge base. I don't know that it's translated into Spanish, but if you can speak English, it's quite good. They talk about this because they're arguing about what is substantial, what has substance. Substancia en español? Like what has, like, you know, what's made of stuff, okay? So when you're defining what a definition is, it having a quality of being substantial is a key part, okay? So according to the logic school, which is the one we're in, the sutristas, things that have a material existence can be perceived without first constructing them from their various parts and then conceptualizing the whole. Okay, for example, objects of the five senses such as colors and shapes, or the mind itself. So according to the logic school, which is not right according to Prasangika, perceiving it does not depend on perceiving its separate parts and creating a conceptualization. And that's a big argument. We're not going to get into it. I'd have to study more this subject to remember all the details anyway, and I didn't. So just know that there's differences in the school of what they call substantial. But being substantial is a key part of definitions. And I'll go into more why. Just know that that is important. So substantial is as opposed to nominal. So nominal just means like in name only, right? Nombre no, okay? It's Latin. Just nom is the same as name, right? Nombre. And so that's basically just an idea, right? Or just a word, right? So what does Shakespeare say? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, meaning it's just a name. Like Aldo could have been Alfonso, and Alfonso could have been Aldo, right? And he would still be the same dude. We just, we'd still call him Al, right? It would just be a little different name, but he'd still be the same person. So in that case, it's just nominal, literally, right? Just the name. Okay. Good. So in the lower Madhyamika school, which is called Svatantrika, okay, if that's not confusing, because this school is called Sautrantika. Anyway, just say lower middle way. Oh yeah, this is the example I just used, right? Your conception of a person, right? What do you say? Fulano, fulanito. It just it means the idea of fulanito is neither his mind nor his body, meaning no one is fulano just because they're that person, right? You don't walk up to someone and like, your name must be fulano, like, right? He could have been named Aldo or Alfonso, same way, and people would have called him that right? Okay. So yeah, so you have to, so now we're going to get into how this is relevant to definitions and definiendums, things being defined. Aldo, it's the same, right? Definiendum? But no one knows that word in Spanish anyway, right? Probably. No one knows that word. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, cool. Gracias, Aldo. I like that word though. I'm sorry. My name is word. Have you noticed? I like words. But Geshe-la's a better teacher than me, and he doesn't use big words because they confuse people. Yay! So now we're going to talk about Seiyu as opposed to Takyu, nominal as opposed to substance, nominal as opposed to substantial in terms of definitions and things being defined. Okay? Okay. So to something to have to be a definition, to be a good definition, okay, it must have three qualities. Okay, so here we go. So the definition I keep using as an example, Geshe-la, that is a working thing, right? Ngupo. What's it? Dejong ne, nupo kiseni. The definition of a working thing is something that performs a function, right? Basically, the definition of a working thing is something that does work, right? Does something. Even if that doing is just being itself, I guess. Okay. So here's the, I'll mention the Tibetan because I just want the seeds for you guys, okay? Chirseni yinpa. Generally, cheer means generally. If you want to be a good debater, you got to learn cheer or in general, right? Aldo's pretty good at this. If you argue with him, he's like, well, in general, okay, like generally, meaning there's got to be some exception. Word's probably going to figure it out. And then when he does, I'm going to act like, well, I said generally, right? Like that. So you have to be like that if you're going to debate, because usually, right? You see that? I just did it. Usually there's some exception, you know, like probablemente, right? Okay. If you want to argue with your wife, you got to learn these words. No. I said usually, honey. I didn't say all the time. I usually take the trash out on time. Okay. I usually mow the lawn. Okay. Like that. So anyway, generally, so they say cheer in Tibetan, cheer tang. So generally speaking is the definition. Here, this cheer means something more like the people would recognize it. The people that are talking about it recognize it as a definition. So, like if I say, if me and Aldo are talking about water, and he's like, well, what's the definition of water? And I say, how do you say in Spanish? Claro y mojado, like clear and wet, you know, it's clear and wet thing, okay? That I'm made of 70%, okay? And he's like, okay, water, right? Like that. So if he gets it, that's kind of the generally we're talking about. So it sounds like a definition, right? What's a working thing? It's something that does something. And you're like, oh, okay, makes sense. Okay, so that's one. Okay, this is all in the homework, so take good notes. Okay, so basically it should apply to the thing you're talking about. Okay? I don't know if you have to say classical example here, but apparently it's part of it. Anyway, basically, as I understand it, see, I did it again. Basically, I'll do it all the time, because if I'm wrong, I can always have a way out, which is what I want, because I always want to be right. Okay. It should apply to the thing you're talking about. So if we're talking about water and I say, oh, it's hot and burning, Aldo would be like, what? Water is neither. I mean, if you boil it, I guess, but is that really water? Like, come on, man. But if I say clear and wet, even if it's not boiling, it's still hot. Even if it's not boiling, it's still clear and wet. And even if it is boiling, it's clear and wet. And notice I didn't say liquid. You can't say liquid because water can also be yellow, right? Water is ice. I don't know why there's two words. Water is ice. So, but it's clear. And if you touch it, it's still wet, wettish, okay? Like that. So it applies to the thing you're talking about, right? So it sounds like a definition and applies to the thing you're talking about. Okay. These classes could probably be about 10 minutes if I didn't talk so much. Should I make them shorter? Victor's like, yes, I'm very busy. Okay, and it doesn't apply to something else. Okay? This shen means other stuff. Shengitseni mayinpa. It does not. Mayinpa. Yin is ma not. It does not define. It's not the definition of other stuff. Okay? So are there other things that are clear and wet besides water? Sí or no? Contéstame.
I don't know. But alcohol is water.
Alcohol is not water, Rivas. We keep trying to tell you that. No, right. No, exactly. Like gasoline or something, right? Petrol or alcohol. Yeah, right. Vodka, clear and wet. Is it water? No. I mean, it has water in it if you want to get technical, but it's not water, right? So, but what is the third thing I said in my definition?
That it doesn't apply to other thing.
No, I said 70% of my body is made up of it. Okay? Okay. I mean, if I'm really borracho, then maybe like 10% of me is alcohol, but not 70. You'd be dead. Right? So that's why I said that, because other things are clear and wet, right? But only one thing makes 70% of me. Because no two things could make 70% of you. Because if it's more than 50, two things couldn't make it. Okay, right? Okay, you gotta use the old cabeza. All right. That's the definition of a definition. Okay, Victor, stay with me, okay? We're almost done. Only 2 more classes. I know, it's late at night. Hey, it's this class is gonna end at midnight for me, so I don't want to hear anything, all right? No yawning. Okay, and now the thing being defined. Okay, so first thing, it can be defined appropriately. Okay, it sounds like a thing that is defined. That sounds familiar, right? Look. These are basically the same, just switch define for definition, okay? It should apply to a typical function. The words work things should apply to a water pitcher, right? So it should apply to the thing you're defining, right? The thing, it should be the definition of the thing being defined. Oh, okay, you get it. And it shouldn't be the thing defined by another definition. Okay? So when you talk about so we're talking about the definition of definitions and the definitions of the thing being defined. This is the definition of the thing being defined. You think this is hard in English or Espanol? Imagine in Spanish. I mean in Tibetan. God. Okay. If you were questioning Geshe-la's massive intellect, question no longer. So in the definition of a good definition, so these are called the three material, right? The Zayu. Because what has more material? Water, the word water, or wet, or wetness?
Water.
No. When you get in the shower, are you going to get water or are you going to get wet? Right? I think I said the same thing you did, Rivas, so it's not that bad. I went over this in mixed nuts, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm all smart. But yeah, usually people think of water as more substantial, but water is just a word, right? Water, agua, chu, ap. Those are all words of different languages for the same thing. But none of those things is going to get you wet. Those are just words. Those are nominal, right? How do you say it in Spanish? In nominal?
Nominal.
Nominal. Okay, it's the same exact, just with Tapatio accent. Nominal. Okay, so that's why the definition is more material. Okay? That's the big thing you have to remember, okay? If you remember one thing from this class, remember that. The definition is more material than the thing being defined. So, and then, yeah, and then the thing being defined is nominal, nominal, okay? I'm gonna talk like Rivas. Okay, and here's an example. I use water, Geshe use fire. Fire is the concept, right? The nominal thing, and then hot and burning, which is the definition of fire in Tibetan. How do you say Sashing Tsekpa or something like that? I forget. I used to know. Should I check? You guys don't want to do that. Okay, I won't check. Yeah, and so these things should coordinate with each other, right? The thing being defined should coordinate with the definition. So wet and flowing, which is the classical definition of water, should go with the word water, right? Lisette, am I giving you a headache? I'm not. I should be. You should have more headaches. Okay. I'm just joking. Chinese people are weird. They like getting headaches from this stuff. I don't know. Right, Yinghui? I got to teach in China, and they're like, mind only school, tell me more. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. They're like, word, I was wondering about. I'm just like, stop. Go, just do some yoga or something. Who wants to talk about mind only that much? So it's a cultural thing, okay? It's good. Chinese people want to talk about mind only. Americans want to shoot guns, and Mexicans want to dance, okay? It's okay. It's cultural. I'm just playing. All right, here we go. So actually the thing I was saying, Sardu Melui Shepa or Melui Rikpa, okay? This is fresh and unerring. Oh yeah, Geshe wanted to talk about this concept. He talks about in class. I think he talks about it for a few minutes. So I'll bring it up. It involves Tibetan, but you'll be okay. Say Kong Shik. Kong Shik. Oh, by the way, if you guys have time, you should listen to those mixed nuts classes. If you want to know all this stuff, just listen. I used to listen to these ACI courses over and over. And look how I turned out. So Kang Shik means both A and B, meaning a valid perception in this school is both sardu, which is fresh, and milue. Okay? This Y, I think maybe Rivas cares, is the agiku E. It's not really part of the word. Mi means not. This is the un. Okay? And then lu, which is a lu that you never see. It's BSLU. Pao salatala shaptu lu. And then this is a wa. Okay? It just means that state of mind which is unmistaken and fresh. Right? Okay. And then Kong Shik means it's both A and B. And I guess she explains this in class. Toktrel Matrulwe Shepa. And it's free of being an incorrect imagining. This talk means like something you just come up with in your mind. Okay? And matrul means like fake or just incorrect or made up or something. Okay? I explained it. I'm moving on. This class will maybe end early. Okay. So Mitun, similar. Selwa and Rik. Rik Mitun Selwa. The definitions which eliminate or disqualify things that are dissimilar to the thing being defined. Okay, as we said, the third quality of a definition should be, it ain't something else, okay? So here, a good definition should disallow other dissimilar perceptions that might be mistaken for the thing being defined. Meaning, like Rivas doesn't know the difference between vodka and water, okay? He's mixing up the definitions. Okay, we keep saying, no, you need to drink more water. He's like, water. He's like, I drank water all day. No, Rivas, that's Kowamas, okay? No, I'm joking, but you have to make sure that your definition excludes all other things, which can be difficult if you think about it. You know, you really have to think about it deeply, and then you can argue about it. There's usually always some exception. So that's one goal of a definition. And then the other goal is your definition then addresses wrong ideas about the thing being defined. I don't have a good example for that, but that's what it says. Here, there's an example right here. For example, in definition of direct valid perception. Oh, I see, of course. So direct valid perception, so that's this, okay, by the way, this is this. Rikmitun Selwa is this first part. Sardu Melui Shepa, okay? That's the Rikmitun Selwa. That's the definition which eliminates or disqualifies things that are dissimilar to the thing being defined, the first half. And this is saying Kong Shik. So in Tibetan, so in English, we say both A and B. In Tibetan, they say A, both, B, okay? Sorry, that's just how it is. In Chinese, when they compare things, don't they say, how do you say? Like, Jeep, how do you say better than? How, right? Jinghui, help me.
比好啊，比较好。
比较, yeah, 较, right. 比较好, exactly. They put the comparative in a different order than in English. 比较好. More compared good, right? Something like that. In English, we say compared to, it's better. So it's just different syntax. It's just different word order. That's all I'm telling you. So the second part, the lok is the loktok selwa, which helps to eliminate wrong ideas. Meaning, if you just had this, sardu melui shepa, fresh and unerring, then, one second, I'm getting a text from my debate partner here. Yes, I was right. He slept in. I know him very well. Okay, and so what was I saying? I don't know. So then the second part then eliminates ideas that, like arguments that would come, okay? Like, I don't know, unmistaken here is the wrong idea that direct perceptions are always correct. I see. Yeah. Some people consider any direct perception to be a correct, even if it was distorted. Right. So like, this is, Kesha makes a joke about it too. Like if I pressed on my eye and saw something weird, that wouldn't be even though I would validly see two things, I wouldn't be validly seeing that thing that I'm looking at. There isn't actually two of them because I'm pressing on my eye, right? So that's why that's added. Sorry, debate partner. Okay, he's very good at debate, okay? So you're gonna watch me lose, which will be fun. Okay, and then free of conceptualization also eliminates perceptions with conceptualization, that with conceptualizations could be direct, meaning, like, I mean, the best example would be like emptiness, like thinking just because you understood the pen thing to whatever degree that you were having a direct perception of emptiness. You could have a direct perception of yourself thinking about emptiness, but you wouldn't be having a direct perception of emptiness itself, right? Like if I'm just thinking about Guadalajara, I'm not in Aldo's courtyard bothering him, okay? So this is just technical stuff, which is really important if you're a definer because all you do is technical stuff. And if you don't like technical stuff, you're in the wrong class. Sorry. This is the most technical of the technical. Course 13 is the most technical course of all of them, of these 18 courses. So that's why people don't end up doing their homework for course 13. That's why I didn't do my homework. Okay, that's why I'm in this position with you. Love you. Okay, a correct reason to prove the absence of something perceptible. So one of the most important, so we talked about this in depth in class. Oh God, my debate partner's having obstacles. You guys are probably blocking him. You're like, no, 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 no. 1 second. I have to send him an invite. I apologize. I'm administering and teaching simultaneously. Okay. Hopefully he can get in the class. Okay, excuse me. Yeah. We talked about this, I think in last class, but maybe another one. They're all mushing together in my head right now. But Buddhist logic is made to help you, okay? It's not just like an intellectual exercise that we're doing to torture you on Wednesday night, okay? Although we are torturing on Wednesday night, but it's not just for that. I mean, it's fun for me, but the point is you want to be able to utilize logic to figure out stuff that you couldn't see otherwise. And you should also be very careful about thinking you know things are going on around you. You should be clear, like, I have a direct, valid perception of someone acting a certain way. And it's true, they are acting that way based on your perception. Is that who they ultimately are, or everything that's going on in their mind? No. It may be, but you don't know. And you have no way to confirm unless you are clairvoyant / omniscient. And if you are either of those things, you probably don't need my class. Okay? You can teach the class. But if you're not, but maybe you're pretending just so I get some good karma. And that's fine. All angels are welcome, okay? More the better. So yeah, just basically admit you don't know what's going on. You only see this little thin slice of reality. Use your logic to be like, I don't really know, but still be conscionable in your decisions. Meaning, if you see someone getting hit in the head, you're not just like, well, that could be a Buddha, I should walk away. No, you kick them in the shin, okay? You also don't want, you have to intervene when you see bad stuff going on, okay? As best you can, within safety, within your practice. Like Master Shantideva said, until you're ready, just give vegetables, zanahorias, okay? All right, that's course 10, I believe. All right, good.
Tsunami is here.
I know, I sent him the link, but no, gracias, Rivas. I do need to let him in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gracias. Thank you very much. Alejandra is here too. Hola, Alejandra. Hold on. Let me greet this gentleman. Sunam!
Halo, Tostele.
Tashidele!
Tostele, Tostele.
How do you say? Tangcheki duke.
Retistis.
Okay. Tukcheche. How do you say? Nga sintra. Ne sintra. Oh my God, sorry, my Tibetan very rusty. Ne sintra. Chung chung. Chung chung. Chung chung sarsung.
Oh.
Yun na yan. Nga so super gap soon.
Coba jatuh sih.
Yeah, chung chung. Okay. I say karma chick. Karma chick.
Ya, ya.
Okay. Sonam's my colloquial Tibetan teacher. I'm embarrassing him. My colloquial is very rusty. Okay. Okay, and this is when Geshe says, yeah, nanrung mamikbet takyang dak. A correct reason to prove an absence of something which is normally perceptible to the opponent. We had this. Geshe felt like repeating it, so I'm repeating it. And he gives this classic example. Consider the surface of a dark nighttime ocean. There is no smoke out there because there's no fire out there, meaning places where there's obviously not going to be a fire, you're obviously not going to see smoke. Okay? So that's obvious. Okay. And then consider a bare rocky mountain crag. That just means like, you know, a rocky place. There's no juniper trees there because there's no vegetation there. So in both of these cases, the things used as reason, either fire or vegetation, are normally the cause of the quality, right? If there's no vegetation, there could be no juniper trees because juniper trees are vegetation. So this is simple to prove because almost anyone who could see something like trees or fire. Okay, so this is a correct reason to prove the absence of something that's normally perceptible to an opponent. Okay, meaning if you have good vision, regular vision, you can see vegetation and fire. Woo! Okay, that's the whole class. Let me just look at the homework to make sure I got everything. Okay, that is the 3
Diego, guárdala adentro.
¿Qué? ¿Qué, Lucia?
Sorry, please, I didn't see my microphone was on.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem. I was just like, adentro? What's inside what? Okay. Gracias. Okay. Yeah, so I covered this. This is the 3 qualities of the definition of a definition. Okay. And then name 2 types of definitions. Definitions which disallow dissimilar types. Okay, that's the first part. Sardu mi lui shepa. Okay. And then the second part of our definition of a valid perception, which something machulwe, what is it? Yeah, tokdrel, free of conceptualization. Tokdrel machulwe shepa, free of concepts and not wrong. Okay. So that's that. We went over it. And then, okay, and this is the thing I just said. This is an example that incorporates both of those things. Fresh and unerring, and free of conceptualization, also mistaken. Okay. And then Geshe asked for an explanation, and I just gave it. The first part makes it fresh and unerring, so this is a type of perception which is not valid. fresh unerring disallows a dissimilar type of perception which is not valid. Whew. Okay, and free of conceptualization disallows the dissimilar type of, of valid perception which is deductive, okay? Because you could have a fresh and unerring perception which was not a valid perception, okay? Say min, all right? Meaning you could have, in your mind, you could see, like we say, like if like a leaf is blowing across the road, you think it's like a mouse or something, right? So you have to make sure that you are not including that, because it's unerring. Am I saying this right? I hope I am. And then free of conceptualization disallows the dissimilar type, which is deductive, really like thinking of something but not being able to see it in front of you. Oy. And then unmistaken disallows the wrong idea of a sense perception, like the double vision thing or something like that. Okay. And then free of conceptualization disallows the wrong idea that perception with conceptualization could be direct. Ooh, like thinking of Aldo's name wouldn't be actually Aldo. Okay, sorry if that's difficult. You should study. Okay, and then give an example in English of a logical statement where the reason is used to prove the absence of something normally perceptible, where the reason involves a cause. Okay, that's the last thing we just did. Consider the surface of a totally dark nighttime ocean. There is no smoke there because there is no fire. Because there is no fire there. Okay. Because Geshe's giving you all these logic rules and everything. That's why he's trying to basically do three things in this course. He's teaching you the concepts, teaching you the technical stuff, and and teaching you how to debate. So it's actually even more complicated than you thought it was. Oh my God. Okay. I did it. Sure. Number one is just what we did in class. Okay, that's, well, I went over that already. The thing should be a definition, right? Water, clear and flowing, wet and flowing. It should basically exclude other things. No, it should refer to that thing and then it should exclude other things, right? You should say something that makes it such that three of us can tell the difference between water and vodka, okay? That's the third one. ¿Entiendes, Sassy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta plug my computer and then we're gonna debate. 1 second. 1 sec. Okay. Sunam.
Yup.
Chacha Kimpe.
Yenta ahí.
Okay. Aldo. I'm going to translate from Tibetan. You're going to translate into Spanish, okay? Okay. Geshe-la has a. We're just gonna talk about sound. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. Oh, wait, are there any questions before we keep going? Preguntas? No. Yo mayo wenti. Okay. All right, Sanam.
Okay.
Jajagimbe.
Hintai.
All right, so me and Sanam we're just gonna debate sound. It's like the most basic debate, and I don't know if I can handle much more anyway. Okay, we're gonna do it in Tibetan, some of it, and then I'm gonna translate into English, and then Aldo's gonna translate into Spanish. And I don't know, I just want you guys to get a taste of debate because it's supposed to be a debate course, and it's hard to do debate on Zoom. And I need to learn more about debate too. So hopefully it helps you learn, okay? But if you want to sleep, just turn your video off, okay? Okay. Sonam.
Low.
How do you say? Chen.
Jicheta.
Chen. How do you say?
Ah.
Drachuchen. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Takpa te.
Takpa inte.
Takpa yinte. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Takpa yinte.
Uh-huh.
Chepiacher.
Takpa inte chebiche. Uh-huh.
Chepiacher. Okay, I said, Sunam, take sound. It's unchanging because it's made. Okay? So it's completely wrong. It's supposed to be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Sunam.
Yeah.
Ja Chichen. Takpa yinte.
Uh-huh.
Chepiacher.
Uh-huh. That's it. Takpa inte chebiche. Chapa macho.
He said Kapa Majung. What does that mean in this case? Anybody? Kapa Lok, somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the Kappa. Not Sonam. He knows.
That means it's nonsense.
No, you gotta say Kappa Lok. You gotta tell me I said take sound. It's unchanging because it's made. He said Kappa Majung. He said your assertion does not go with your reason.
Oh, the assertion is wrong.
Yeah, the assertion is incorrect. Kappa Majung. So I'm saying to you all, Kappa Lo, tell me what he is saying. So this is how you would do it. You would say, just because, sound being a made thing doesn't necessarily make it unchanging. So who wrote that? Yeah, Aldo.
Rick wrote something too.
No, Aldo's read today. Okay, you got it, everybody? Kappa Lok. That's when you don't have to say it out loud, but in your head, you have to understand it. Kappa Majung means it's just being a made thing doesn't necessarily make it unchanging, right? Because the assertion is the part you're trying to prove. The reason should be something that your opponent already believes. Okay? Okay, so now me and Sanam will keep going. I know your brain hurts. It's supposed to, okay? It's an exercise for your brain. Okay. Sanam,
Yes.
kapamajong?
Kawa macam. Yeah.
So, okay. So, damn it. Tibetan is hard. So, takpa churchen. Oh, wait. Damn it. So, I don't know. You might have to help me, Sanam. So unchanging things aren't made. So takpa yente,
Chebichir.
ma chebieche,
Ma chebichir.
ma chebieche.
Ma chepa imbichir. Okay. Ma chepa imbichir.
Oh, okay. So he says, yeah. Of course, unchanging things aren't made. So I say. So okay, here we go. So takpa churchen. Okay? Take unchanging things. Nupo yinte. They are so functioning things. Okay, they are working things. Because tongpa ni, how do you say? Tongpa ni namjul cheer? How do you say?
What?
Jul set you free.
Jol,
Jul wa cheer. So
Tomba ni wachir.
tongpa ni jul cheer?
Tomba ni.
Tongpa ni emptiness, right?
Yeah. Tomba ni.
Julwa set you free. Liberate
Tomba
you.
ni tobichir. Tomba ni tobichir. Tomba ni le tobichir.
Yeah.
You said tomba ni le tobichir?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say?
I said tak matu.
Okay, so I said, well, take unchanging things. They do perform a function. Why? Because emptiness sets you free, right? Because is emptiness an unchanging thing?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Does emptiness set you free?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good argument, right? So I'm saying, nuh-uh, unchanging. I mean, of course I'm wrong. That's the whole thing. Of course, this whole premise is wrong, but you have to make them think. So I'm saying, nuh-uh, unchanging things are made because emptiness is unchanging and it does stuff. And everyone knows that nupo means working thing, and all working things do things. That's working. Right? Sunam, hakusung에. Hakusung에.
라, 어찌.
So anyway, he said, "Tak madrup." He said, "Tak madrup." He's like, your reason is bullshit. It's like, nah. He said, just because emptiness sets you free doesn't mean it's a working thing, right?
But that would be Kappa Majung, right?
No, it's kaba.
No, Tagma Drup would be that unchanging thing. That unchanging thing is because it's 1 and 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You might be right, Rivas. Okay. Yeah. So yes, if he says tak madrup, then yeah, he's saying that even though emptiness is an unchanging thing, it doesn't set you free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. It's weird because like in the reason you're making like another assertion that emptiness set you free. That's why it's like confusing. But
Yeah, you can say
yeah,
that because it's understood that emptiness is an unchanging thing. I think you can say that, but I know what you're saying. Thank you, Rivas. And very good point. Okay. So I say, Sunam.
No,
Teacher.
teacher,
Why do you say that? Tongpani. Emptiness. Tongpani le julwa. Mayin? Emptiness does not set you free?
No, the unchanged thing. 딱봐.
Okay,
딱봐
sure.
동반이를 더 많이 나.
Sure.
쇼 남카 취재.
I told him, okay, tell me the answer. What's your answer? And now he's saying, okay, take space. Yeah, namka churchen. Okay. Yeah. Right. Namka churchen. What about it?
남카 취재 딱봐 이내 동반이를 더 많이 비치.
Okay. How do you say? Yanker Sungrona. I asked him to repeat. Yanker Sungrona.
남카
churchen.
딱봐 인. 남카 취재 딱봐 인.
Take.
인양 동반이를 더 많이 비치.
Okay, he says take space. It's an unchanging thing. Therefore, emptiness does not set you free. And I say, tak madru.
딱맞죠.
I say just because it's space doesn't mean emptiness does not set you free. Tak madru.
남카 취재 동반이 임바탈.
Yinpatang?
임바탈.
Tong. Tuntikarede. Tong.
남카 is 남카 emptiness.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Namkatang tongpani chikparepe?
No. No, 직접 말해.
직접 말해.
So I ask you, 남과 최제 동반이 임바탈.
Oh, okay. So he's asking me, is emptiness space the same thing? And I say, mare.
Oh, 배 남과 최제 동반이래 좋아 임바탈.
좋아?
좋아 set free set.
Oh,
남과
졸라.
최제 남과 최제 동반이래 좋아 임바탈.
So he's saying, does, okay. Younger son, namka.
남과 최제.
Okay. Take
남과
space.
최제.
Take empty space. Yeah.
동반이래 좋아 임바탈.
Does take empty space, and does emptiness set you free? So hard to bet. Sorry. Kapamajung. I don't have any options, so I'm just saying the other option. Kapamajung.
임바탈 나봐이. 탈.
Oh, import tell. Oh, chichir.
진짜 배 아파.
To a tell,
차.
with Prasangika, you have to say chichir or duh. You have to either agree or say, what are you saying that for? Okay. So I said, chichir, what are you talking about, Sanam?
차.
So he's saying he got me. Sarsung.
잡아서 난도이도 남가 출제. 동번일에 좋아 임바탈 딱봐 임비칠.
Oh, okay. If space is not the same thing as emptiness, which sets you free, therefore it must be an unchanging thing.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Okay. Now what's even harder is going to involve someone I know, Victor. Victor. If you don't go, Sasi will. So it's either you or you got to save your wife. You're like, that's not my problem.
Ladies first.
He's so polite. Okay, don't worry. Yinghui. Yinghui, you want to try?
Try what? I hope I know what you're talking about.
I hope I know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. We're just planting seeds. We're just having fun. If you're not having fun, then maybe go to bed. I don't know. We already did the whole class, so it doesn't matter. You're going to do the homework. But we have to debate some in the class, or, you know, Gesha's going to ask, oh, you took debate class? Who'd you take it with? Word. Do you know how to debate? No. And I'm going to look like an idiot. So for my own ego, you got to learn some debate, okay?
Okay.
You can just watch too. It's okay. Unless you're Yinghui. Okay. Sanam.
Look.
Yinghui. Yinghui karang nemdu super gap.
Okay.
I'll try to translate. Okay, you ready? You 准备好吗, Yinghui?
准备好了。
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Sanam. So, lelapo.
Okay, lelapo. Okay.
Lelapo.
Yeah.
Okay. Something easy.
Yeah. 상계 최제.
Okay. Take the Buddha. Let's talk about the Buddha.
Mitapa yimba tal.
Oh. He's changing. So take the Buddha. He's changing. Yeah.
장축 sempa le 총pa yibichir.
장축 sempa
le 총pa yibichir.
총pa 디카레데. Born?
총pa ye kepa 총pa shesa. But
Yeah, born. Okay.
Birth?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So take the Buddha. He's unchanging because he was born?
From 장축 sempa.
Oh, this debate. Oh, okay. Oh no. This is hard. Kali kapotuk.
Elapo.
This is a hard one. Okay. This is Geshe talks about this in ACI. So Sunam says, he says it's easy. It's easy for him. He said, take the Buddha. He's unchanging because he's born from bodhisattvas. Jangchup Sempa Chungpa.
장축 sempa le 총pa yibichir.
Chungpa Yin. Yeah, he's born from Le bodhisattvas. Okay, so I'll try to frame the debate as best I can. Oh, so it's the argument is about, does the Buddha, as I remember, okay, does the Buddha, who gives birth to who? The Buddhas give birth to bodhisattvas, or bodhisattvas give birth to Buddhas? Right? Because Buddhas must give birth to bodhisattvas, because who's going to teach the bodhisattvas to be Buddhas? But bodhisattvas have to give birth to Buddhas, because to become a Buddha, you have to become a bodhisattva first. I think it's something like that. So anyway, Yinghui, you have two choices. You can either say Buddhas are not changing, or you can say Buddhas do not come from bodhisattvas.
Buddha is not changing.
Okay, so you're saying the Buddha is unchanging?
Yeah. Because just now what you mentioned, right? From it's Bodhisattva, then only become Buddha. I think that one I agree.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Either way, Sunam's gonna win, so it doesn't matter.
No.
I'm joking. Chop. I'm joking. Okay, so Yinghui, she says Kappa Mahjong.
Kappa Mahjong?
Kappa Mahjong. Kappa.
Okay. Kappa Long. Kappa Lang. Kappa Lang.
Kappa Lo?
Kappa Lang.
Yeah. Okay, Kappa Lang. Yeah. Good. So Sunam wants to say the kappa. So Yinghui, do you understand the kappa? Do you understand the? Okay, so you said you said Buddhas are unchanging. So the kappa would be, anybody can say the kappa? Everyone's
Yes.
like, what's a kappa? Anyone can say logically what she's saying. She's disagreeing with the assertion. Here's a logical statement. Buddhas take Buddhas, right? That's a subject. They are mitakpa. Mitakpa is changing. They are changing. Okay? Because they are born from bodhisattvas. Jangchup Sempa Le Trungpa. Right? Okay. So Yinghui said Kappa Majung. She said the second part's wrong word, so I translated that as Kappa Majung, right? Meaning, this is the Kappa, Kappa Lang. Kappa Lang? Kappa Lang?
Chabalang,
Lang.
Can I try?
Just because Buddhas are born doesn't necessarily mean they are changing. Right?
I think reverse want to try, right?
That's what you said. Did you want to say that, Yinghui, or do you want to say the other one, Takmaju?
Oh no, I think just now reverse say he want to try. Is it?
Who said?
Reverse.
Yeah, I said that I wanted to try, but you said what I was going to say.
Oh, Riva. Oh, yeah. He got it. I saw him. I saw Rivas watching me. Oh, I'm sorry, Rivas. You wanted to try it. I didn't know. Good job. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's right. So I don't know how to say in Tibetan. So let me say Jangchup Sempa. So Kapalang Sunam, okay? Jangchup Sempa Le Trungpa. Le Trungpa. Can you say cheer?
Yina?
Yina. Okay. Mitakpa. Mitakma Mayin.
Mitapa Yimpi Machap.
Oh, Mitakpa Yinpe.
Machap.
Machap. Okay. Sunam's from Eastern Tibet, so he says chop, but from Central Tibet you say kyap, but that's what he means. So chop. Okay, so that's the machap. Okay, so Jangchup Sempa Bodhisattvas lay. Just because bodhisattvas are lay, Trungpa, born from, just because Buddhas are born from bodhisattvas, Yina, Mitakpa, Yinte, Makyap?
Yimpi. Yinpi.
Yinpi Makyap.
Vaya po.
Oh my God. It's a workout. Okay. Kappa Majong.
Chabalang.
I just said it.
Once again.
What's your answer?
Yangjar.
Oh, okay. He wants to say it again. Jangchup Sempa Le Trungpa. Yina. Mi Takpa Yinpe. Makyap.
Vaya po. Vaya po. Sangye Chöjen.
Take Buddhas.
Miktapa. No, sorry. Sangye Chöjen. Jangchu Sempa Le. Tungpa Maimpa Tal. Takpa Imbi.
Okay. Yanker Sungnam. Repeat it.
Sangye Chöjen.
Take Buddhas. Okay.
Jangchup Sempa Le. Tungpa Maimpa Tal. Takpa Imbi.
He's like, so you're telling me they're not born from bodhisattvas? How do you say? Yanker Sung Kerankitak.
Okay.
Kerankitak.
Takpa Imbi. Takpa Imbi.
Oh, you're telling me they're not born from bodhisattvas? And therefore they're unchanging? Duh. Yeah, that's what we said. Duh.
드
Duh.
딱바 상계 최진 장추 셈발레 총바 마이 바탈
Okay. 양ker sunguna.
상계 최진 장추 셈발레 총바 마이 바탈.
He's saying, yeah, take Buddhas. They're not born from bodhisattvas. I say teacher. I didn't say that.
Teacher.
Yeah, we didn't say that. Teacher.
Okay.
Because okay, hold on. Let me explain. Because we said just because they were born from bodhisattvas doesn't mean they're changing. And then he said, "Oh, you're telling me they're unchanging because even though they're born from bodhisattvas?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what I said. You got a problem?" And then he said, and he's like, "Oh, so are you telling me that Buddhas aren't born from bodhisattvas?" And I said, "No. Why do you say that?" Because we didn't say that. We said even though they're born from bodhisattvas, they're unchanging, which isn't right, but we're just debating. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. 빼앗고.
그래.
상계 최진 장추 셈발레 총바 마이 바탈 딱바이 며칠.
Okay. Okay. Yanker Sunranang. Sorry, guys. It's hard.
상계 최진
Take Buddhas.
장추 셈발레 총바 마이 바탈 딱바이 며칠.
They're not. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Take Buddhas. They must not be born from bodhisattvas because they're unchanging. Okay, this is his sarcastic statement. Like, this is his tengyur, right? He's like, duh. Okay, what are you thinking, Hui? What do we do? You have two options. You can say, duh, you agree, but that would end our argument because then he would say, nuh-uh, you just said 3 sentences back that they weren't unchanging. Even though they're unchanging, doesn't mean they weren't born from bodhisattvas. We can't say that, okay? Because then he just goes back, and then we have to switch from Kaba Majung to Tak Madrup. We have to switch to, well, your reason's wrong. But I mean, you have to be like, oh, I mean your reason's wrong, not your assertion, okay? Which is where this is gonna go anyway, because we're wrong. It doesn't matter, but we're just learning the format, right? Rikpe Jotang, the format. So we have two options now. We can say duh, but we'd be wrong, or we say teacher. What are you talking about?
And he's like, teacher.
Okay, you do it. Ying Hui, go ahead. You say it to him.
Huh?
You say it. Go ahead.
Say what?
Teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah, he's like, why did you say that? Teacher. Okay, so now we say teacher.
상계 최제 장추 셈발레 총바 마이 바탈.
Yeah, take Buddhas. They're not born of bodhisattvas? And he's like, and then we say, duh. Wait, no, nuh-uh. We say teacher. Why do you say that?
Because 딱바이 며칠.
Because they're unchanging. Unchanging things aren't born. Duh. And of course he's right. Then we say, no. Tak Madrup. Now we have to switch. Okay, we have no option. We say, Sangye Chichen. Okay? Mitakpa Yinte, Jangchup Sempa
셈발레
Le
네 총바.
le chungpa
Yimbichir.
yimbichir. I say to that, I say takma drup. I meant takma drup. Sorry, we meant takma drup. We said
차. Yeah.
he just won. He said, ah, like nah. He's like shock.
상계 최제. 아.
Explain yourself.
상계 최제 장주 선발의 통바 많이 바탈.
양계 승은
상계 최제 장주 선발의 통바 많이 바탈.
okay. I asked him to repeat. He said, take Buddhas. They are born from bodhisattvas. Wait, Sangye Church and Jangchup Sempe Le Chungpa
많이
Yinte
바탈. 많이 바탈.
Mayim Partel.
네, 어찌지.
Chichir, why do you say that?
Because it's unchanged. 딱 봐, 임비칠.
Okay, we there's nowhere else to go. We lost. Okay. So yeah.
네.
So I mean we can so we say chichir and you say takpa yinte, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back to the same argument. That's it, right? Sarsung?
Yep. That's hinting.
He said, of course. So it's just thought experiment. You're just thinking and practicing how to think well. Okay? Good job. 非常好, Yinghui. Yay!
Thank you. Must
Yay.
practice more.
Okay. I hope you followed some of that. I know it's hard. I'm learning some Tibetan and it's hard, but you learn very quick. Geshe says it's the fastest way to learn Tibetan. Okay? How do you say? Tsunam.
Lasso.
Porque jokpo porque Zupagap jokpo jokpo lopkan lop yupe. Debating is a fast way to learn Tibetan.
이한다이.
Yeah.
이한다이 빼야부래.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I need to debate more, get my Tibetan better. Okay. So now I'm Tukcheche. Thank you. Yay!
Welcome.
Okay, sounds amazing. If you want Tibetan, you should give him a call or get his email from me. Okay, is there any more questions? That's it for class. We only have a couple more minutes left. Okay. Okay, you should all learn one Tibetan phrase, okay? Everybody say tashi delek. Tashi delek. Okay, that means hello. Okay, hola. Literally it means auspicious, good luck, virtue, goodness. Okay. But that's not how people use it. It just means hello. But it's like, may all auspiciousness and fortune and goodness be upon you or something, okay? It's actually a beautiful phrase. Okay, so tashi delek means hello. But now we're going to say goodbye. Okay? Demochik.
Emoji.
Okay, so okay, we're gonna finish class. Who wants to do mandala? Sunam, you want to do mandala?
Mandala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Sunam will do it for us. I will put it up.
Ready? Yeah. 사시 부기 초신 매도 람 지라버 링시 닌데 겐바디 당예 진도 미테 부와이 로그 남다 신라 예바주 이덤 고르рат나 민달라 겐나야 다야미 Gewandi Gewogun Sonam Yeshi Podoshin Sonam Yeshi Lejong Tamba Guni Dabarjo. In this way. Yeah. Good. Koki Mindo. Koki Mindo.
Were, I think
your mute is closed.
You're muted.
You have your microphone off.
Oh, that explains a lot. When did that happen? I don't remember hitting that button. How long has that been going on for? Okay. Thanks. Oh yeah, so quick announcement. So we're coming up with a schedule for course 14 and 15. And Aldo, you guys will post it tomorrow? Okay, so tell your friends, some of this has been hastily put together because of me. ACI Mexico is doing their best to accommodate my schedule, as well as the schedule for the upcoming Medicine Buddha retreat, which starts December 10th with the glorious, amazing, wonderful, perfect teacher, Geshe Michael Roach, and a bunch of assistant teachers. I might teach in that, I don't know. So I could be in that too. So just in case, and if I want to do it and everything, class has to end before that. So we made the schedule, which is a little rigorous, right? It's a lot of work between now to finish course 14, 15, and 15. So if you can come, please come. And I'm sorry it's so much so fast, but I want to finish 15 before Medicine Buddha and before Navidad, okay? Because everyone knows no Mexican is doing no courses on Navidad. Maybe Rivas, okay? But probably not, because Chris won't let him, okay? But anyway, I want you all to be there. So we did our best with the time we have, but it is a lot. But please come and tell your friends if they also want to learn how to argue with each other. And Lojong is next. That's how to love people, okay? It's the opposite of this class. Okay, and then the last class, course 15, is very difficult. It's Changye. It's how to interpret what the Buddha said. But we'll do it. I'll work hard. You work hard. We'll all finish our homework. Geshe Michael will be happy. We'll get enlightened. Yay! Okay? Okay. Okay, it's late where I am. It's tomorrow now for me. So I'm going to go do something else with my life. Okay? Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you, Sunam.
Gracias.
Gracias por la
Thank you
clase.
very much, Ward.
Introducción.
Gracias,
Okay.
Ward.
Sunam, tuk che, okay?
Gracias, Aldo, por la traducción. Gracias a todos. Gracias, Ward.
Aldo.
Yeah, thank you, Aldo.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, hasta hasta viernes, okay?
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay. And
I
Vic,
have a headache.
good.
Is that normal?
Yes, perfecto.
Okay.
Your cabeza is getting bigger, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, love you guys. Take care.
Thank you.